What do you think are the attributes that make you a top coach?
That's maybe more for others to say. But I think if you want to be a top player, you need quality and you need a lot of characteristics. And that's probably the same for a manager. If you work in a club like Liverpool, you need to have a few attributes that you can do really well. But the good thing for me and for all managers around the world at the moment is that maybe 15, 20, 25 years ago, you had to do it all on your own. But you can see how big this building is. That is also to do with the amount of staff members we have. So I get a lot of help from my staff members, and I think if you are a good manager, then probably you have a lot of good staff members as well. And that sounds easy, but it's not always easy for a leader to find people around you that can really help you and give them the time and space to help you as well. If I have to come up with something of myself, I would say transmitting, if that's the right word to use, information that I have in my head towards the players in a more simple way than it is in my head, and hopefully that makes them understand really well what I want from them.
So you've described yourself as a bit of a control freak. Is that just in football or in life generally?
I think if you would have asked my wife this question, she would say in his life he's definitely not a control freak. I sometimes make the joke that my brain only can manage all these football things and I forget everything else. Otherwise my head would have been double as this. But no, my main focus is on controlling what I can control in football, so my meetings and trying to improve the players. But in my daily life, I'm definitely not a control freak, I would say.
A new man in charge, new ideas, but the same ideals.
I'm a person that is mostly trying to find logic behind things and always try to use my brains to read the situation. And that helps me also by staying in control. I always want to find arguments why I do things or why we do things. But yeah, I wouldn't be normal if I never lost my temper or I never lost my control. But you can lose your control in all different ways. And I think if I lose my control or if I lose my temper, that it's still not overwhelming for other people. No.
When did you realise you wanted to become a coach?
I would say I was already quite young. When I was young, I already trained under 7, under 8, under 9 players from my former amateur club. And my father was a manager as well at amateur level, but he also worked in a school, so he was a teacher. And the good thing about being a teacher is that you have a lot of holidays. I always said to him, and when he was on a holiday, he asked me, can you replace me as a manager at my amateur club? So already being 21, 22, I was doing these kind of things, and all my teammates I had during my career would probably tell you, it's not a surprise for us that he became a manager. Quite at a young age already.
In this programme, Sign Up, we've taught some Premier League managers some signs, but it's linked to things they shout throughout a match. So what are the things that you shout on the touchline?
Mostly the things I'm telling them before in the meeting, what I want from them, and make sure they are still doing this. Track back, I think, is something I tell a lot. So, or press. I scream a lot.
So we sign press like this?
Press.
Nice.
Because this is the pass, this represents the person.
And then it's press.
Behind.
Okay, mostly I do like this, but it is like, okay.
Well, you can save your voice for the next game from shouting too much.
Yeah, and we can come up with maybe smart ideas that we give information to each other in set pieces or those kind of things. Yeah, you see it in volleyball as well, where they do these kind of things behind the back. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Arne, for your time. We really appreciate you chatting today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for learning me
Ah, press. Well,
Press.
Press, that's right, yeah.